Hey, good morning, guys. It's Becky Bamboo here. It is Thursday, September the 2nd, 2010. Um, I have my little buddy with me. This is Basher, for those of you who don't remember or don't know. Um, we call him Bash a lot. When we adopted him, he was really small. He was like a little kitten, so cute. Um, and he hadn't like been able to run much when he was we got him from like the APL. So apparently he had been kind of in a cage or something, because when we took him to my mom and dad's the first time, he would just scamper. He would run all over the place. And so he'd like run so fast he would run headlong into stuff. So we started calling him Bash, and so it kind of stuck. And now he's like all needy and, oh, I need attention so bad. You never pay attention to me because you always pay attention to the dog. And, he makes it seem like he's so pitiful. But he's happy. He's doing his little kneading hand thing. Aren't you? You're a sweet baby, though. Yeah. So anyway, that's Basher, and he's getting some love. So here you go. I want to show you guys something today. I gotta turn this off. The lighting's terrible. I want to show you guys something today. First of all, look, I have eye makeup on. I always like the way my eyes look when I have makeup on, because I always think my eyes look super blue and like, they're accented nicely when I have makeup on. So I have to show it off every time I have it on, because it's so rare that I actually wear it anymore on my videos. We had our house reappraised this morning. It went pretty well. She kind of mentioned a couple of things on the exterior that we already knew about that could be a problem for our refinance. So I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed. It's rainy and crappy today, so she said sometimes if the weather's bad, they'll let you get away with it and whatnot. And it surprises me that it's an issue, because we've done a lot of work to the exterior of our house. A lot of landscaping and stuff, but the garage doors are wood, I guess. I don't know what material they are, but they are painted, and the paint is starting to chip off of them. And the same with the foundation of our house. It's kind of been painted and it's starting to chip off. And so apparently the chipping paint is an issue, and that's kind of a bummer. So we may end up having to paint them. It's on our to-do list anyway to paint them. We've hated the way it looked, especially the garage doors, since we bought the house. But you kind of had to pick and choose. We've only been here for a year and a half. Is that right? A little more than that, but we've done a lot of work in a year and a half. So we were picking and choosing what was most important to us, and obviously painting the garage doors was really not up there. Plus, we have awnings over a lot of our windows, like the old-time aluminum awnings. You can actually see one in that window back there. And I hate them. I hate them with a passion. But we haven't taken them off the house yet because, excuse me, we wanted to put up shutters, and we just haven't decided really what color we want to do on our house. Our siding is kind of a gray color, and we don't really know what color we want to do. And our neighborhood is in a historic area, so we have like these rules about the colors you can use, and you have to apply to be able to do exterior work, and it's a total pain in the ass, basically. So I don't know. That's something that we've kind of put off. We've just worked more on the inside of the house than we have on the outside, and definitely the outside needs some work, but all in due time. That's what we were saying. So I hope this paint issue doesn't mess it up for us to do this refinance, but especially because I'm going to be out $400 for the damn appraisal if it is, and I'm going to be real pissed then. But anyway, so the exciting stuff I wanted to talk about today. I was getting ready this morning. I knew this appraisal lady was coming early, and so it was important to me that I got myself ready, for the day or whatever. So I put on some clothes, and I decided I wanted to just put on something that was decently nice looking, but I grabbed these capris out of my closet that I knew were going to be way too big because they're a size 32. But I wanted to wear something that was baggy, because if anybody out there has a desk job, you understand when I say that it gets uncomfortable in tight pants. If you sit in tight pants all day, you get uncomfortable and you can get pinched in places you don't want to be pinched and all that. So anyway, I grabbed these big pants, and these are jeans that I wore all winter last winter. They were my favorite jeans. And what I did before surgery as kind of like, I don't know, almost like a promise to myself that I was never going to come back to wearing them again, I cut them. I cut them up. I turned them into capris. I cut them off just below my knees, and I kind of razored the ends of them so that they're kind of frayed at the end. And they're extremely comfortable as capris. They were extremely comfortable as jeans. So anyway, I grabbed them today, and I put them on, and I was like walking around the house, getting my teeth brushed, doing all this and that, and they were like literally falling off, all the way off, over my big wide hips, everything. So I'm like, well, okay, maybe I shouldn't wear these. I'm like, no, I'll just grab a belt. I'll just get a belt. It's not a big deal. So I got my belt out and put it on, and before surgery, when I would wear my belt, I got to the first hole. So I had like this much of the belt and then the hole. And that's what hole I had to wear it on. It's an Old Navy belt. It's a size 30. It's just plain black leather. And so I had it on the biggest notch that I could get. So I put it on this morning, and for whatever reason, like I literally could not, my brain like couldn't comprehend that I would need to go smaller than that. So I notched it on the first notch, and then I'm like, well, this is like way big. What the heck is wrong? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not a size 32. I'm not a size 30. I'm not a size 28. I'm a 26. That's what's wrong. So I cinch it, I pull it, and I cinch it down, and I get all the way to the smallest notch. And I'm like, okay, well, that's it. That's the only notch left. And so I put it in there, and it's still a little bit big. Like I basically need a smaller belt. How cool is that? How cool is that? So I want to show you guys, because this is like awesome to me. It's awesome. So I got to show you just how much material of the belt I have left over. Look at this. Okay, so here's my pants, and my pants keep slipping down under the belt because the belt's still too loose. And look at this. Okay, so it's on the smallest one. This is where I started, and now I'm down here, except that I need it tighter. It needs to be more like to here. So I need like at least three more holes, basically, because it's way loose on the smallest notch. And before, like, I could get like this much of the tab through. I don't even know if you guys can see this. I could get like this little tiny bit through this loop. But now I can go all the way through this loop and through this loop and have more left over than I had in this loop. How amazing! How amazing is that? I just can't get over it, you guys. It's like one of those things where your brain doesn't even think about belts. You don't think, if that's not something you wear a lot, you just don't even, like, I didn't even think about it. To be perfectly honest. Like, I can't get over it. So huge, wonderful, fantastic feeling today. I woke up, did that first thing this morning, and I have been on cloud 9 ever since, because it's like, what an awesome feeling. I don't know, I guess I've been getting hit with a lot of non-scale victories lately, and it's only going to get better. I know it's going to keep getting better, and it's crazy. It's crazy. So I wanted to share it with all of you guys, because I know a lot of people out there are still pre-op and looking for inspiration and motivation and things along those lines, and looking for hope. And look, there is hope. I need a smaller belt. I'm already needing a smaller belt. Crazy. It's just insane. So anyway, enough on that topic. I'm just very excited. So the other thing I wanted to talk about while I still have a little time left on this video is thank you for everybody's responses to the video yesterday. I didn't think that it would be that big of a hit, but it turns out it really was. And I'm glad that what I said touched so many of you. It came straight from the heart and was exactly how I felt about the situation. And I'm glad that everybody, including Debbie, who was what the video was aimed towards, got something out of it. So I can't say enough thank yous for watching it, for letting it hit home to you and thinking about the situation. And I just based on all of the answers and comments that people have left, Debbie, you just need to read all of them, because you're not alone. So many people that touched so many people on a level that a lot of us don't talk about. So just know it'll get better, and you're not by yourself. So anyway, I just have to say a big thank you to everybody for leaving such great comments. And I think it's important that we talk about this stuff. I think it's important that we're all honest with ourselves about things like this. It's not necessarily the most pleasant thing to discuss, but it was and is part of who we've been. And I don't know. I don't want to go back to being that person, but I think it's important to talk about it too, and not forget where I started. I think if we forget where we came from, we're gonna end up in a bad situation, because even at my heaviest, I'm still me. I was just covered up with a lot of fat. But now that all that's shedding down bit by bit by bit, I can show myself more, and I can be more myself and be more comfortable with myself. But ultimately, I don't want to forget about the big girl that I was, because that is who I was, and that is forever a part of my life. I've spent so many years overweight, and I just don't want to let go of that. I think that if you do, you're going to lose sight of what the end result you wanted and what you want your life to be. I think you'll lose sight of that. So anyway, I'm done rambling about that. I just needed to thank everybody for being so kind and open and understanding of what I was trying to say. And I know to me it seemed like that video was like all over the place. Like I almost didn't even post it because I thought that it didn't make a lot of sense, that I bounced around too much. But apparently you guys got it, and I appreciate that. So anyway, that's all I have for today. It's a great day. It's rainy and crappy outside, but I'm seriously in the best mood ever. I woke up this morning and I felt energized, and I felt like I just said, this is going to be a good day. I did exactly what we talked about in the video yesterday, and God, it's a good day today. So anyway, that's all I have. I hope you guys have a wonderful day too. I'm headed to the gym after work. I'm excited, first day this week that I've been able to go to the gym. So I am really excited, and I hope you guys get out there and sweat a little bit too. Bye guys!